It's got a great Ask Girl from Suki, which is how to build stronger knees. Now, a lot of the time we get the same question from patients, and the answer is not really strength, but it's more tolerance, which you might also describe as strength in one way. But when it comes to strength, standard exercises like the squats, the deadlifts, the lunges, etc., cleans, running, jumping, anything like that will build stronger knees. However, the fact that you're asking me how to build stronger knees indicates that your knees are probably suffering with more of an intolerance than they are with strength. Intolerance is different. Intolerance is where your knees will create a pain response or a feeling of discomfort when you're putting them through certain movements. And what we want to do is to gradually build tolerance to those movements. And there's a couple of really nice exercises that we can do to do just that. Now, the way that we structure knee rehabilitation or improving knee tolerance is to, first of all, get you used to very simple, stable movements, right? And then after that, we then start to reduce the stability of those movements, or we start to increase the amount of force going into those movements. So I'll demonstrate really easily here, right? So I'm just going to take a weight. So here, I've got a weight that I'm going to use for a goblet squat, right? So you might even not use a weight to start off with, but from this position, my feet are at a 10 to 2, and what I want to do is start to rev my knees. The way that I do that is I stick my bum back and I push my knees out. So the reason why it's important to rev your knees when you're doing movements like this, so that's going back and then twisting your knees out as you go down, is it starts to wind up tension and it stops your knees from shaking as you go down. Now, just like stiff suspension on a car, the stiffer it is, the more force is transferred into the direction that we want the force to go. So for us, that's straight up and straight down. I'll show you from the side. It's a 10 to 2 position for my feet, bum back, knees out, down and up, down and up. So what we can do from here, if we want to once again improve force output, we can increase the weight that we're using. Alternatively, what we can also do is go down and then jump, down and jump. So we can also use jumping squats to help to improve force output. Or what we can do is reduce the amount of stability in these movements. So that will be anything which is staggered or single leg weight bearing. A real easy way to do this is from here. You'll take one leg forward, one leg back. Weight here if you want, or unweighted to start off with. Just going to touch the weight down and then back up. So knee to floor and then back up. Knee to floor and back up. Once you get really good at this, then you can also do single leg work. So that would be, for example, a pistol squat. So going down and up on one leg, or it could be more jumping based work. Whether that is on one leg or both legs, making it what we call multi-planar, which is when you're moving in one plane of movement or two planes of movement to build tolerance. One last exercise which I really like is a kneeling squat. This is mainly for any individuals who find it very, very uncomfortable to bend their knees, and especially to load their knees to the bent position. This is a really nice, easy exercise. All you do from here, kneeling here, feet out, chest up. I just want you to sit down, then stand up. Sit down and stand up. You can make it harder by leaning back a little bit into the movement as you go, or by holding a weight as you go down and up. So, key is, if your knees are sensitive, then focus on tolerance rather than focusing on strength. First of all, start to improve force output. Then after that, start to improve stability, so stabilizing your knees in an unstable position. That's by reducing the amount of feet on the floor when you're exercising, mainly, all right? Or jump work. But let me know how you're getting on. If you have an Ask Girl, all you need to do is hashtag Ask Girl below. Thanks for watching.